evening, everyone, and welcome to the Jiminy Flip It live chat show. It's Monday night. It's 7:03. A couple of minutes late. Sorry about that. But I'm glad to see some people already queuing up. Great to see everybody. Without further ado, I'm going to bring in my co-host and buddy, Mr. Travis Griffin, who will be joining us on the festivities tonight. Come on in, Travis.
Hey, Marty.
How you doing, Travis?
Were we late because that music was just so awesome, and we were just—I could have listened. I could have waited another 4 or 5 minutes on that music. I'm just saying.
I tested the music. It was blessed by the YouTube gods. It was not taken down. It did not violate any sort of copyright. Very, very happy about that. Kind of a Japanese influence to it. I kind of dig it.
Yeah. Was there any massage or anything happening? I feel like that's the only thing missing.
Yeah, that's right. I'll take notes for the next show.
Yeah, it's just some like critique, but it's like positive. It's
good
critique. Yeah.
All
more
right.
massage music and more massage.
Okay. My wife just said, "Hey, wife over here." So I had a few folks. Hello, Winter Crow.
Yeah,
that's right. Hey, Dawn, how are you? Welcome aboard. Ahoy.
How do we refer? Can I have a quick question? Because I know you're on
the
Cap Guy.
Yes.
And JT is Cap Guy and JT the same person? Is it multiple personalities?
I give you the floor, Bobby. How you doing? I was on his show. It was a great time a couple of weeks ago. He does a show with Angie, who's another reseller. I don't know what the JT thing is, to be honest with you. So please feel free, Bobby, to say. Yeah. You're late. You're late.
It was a good show. But I was trying to figure out the JT part. I just didn't know.
It's a great point. I don't think I've ever asked him. So
like that dude, and remember in Total Recall, that dude who had the other dude in his stomach, and they both had their own names. So I wasn't sure if this was a Total Recall situation.
Oh my goodness.
Wasn't sure if it was DID. I just kind of want to know. Oh, it's his puppet. Yes. Okay.
Oh, okay. Right. Yep. And he opened that up.
Duh.
Yes. He says, "I'm a human Texan." We definitely know you're human. Yeah, I didn't realize JT was the puppet. Thank you very much for clarifying.
Good.
That's really
Thank God.
cool.
I'll sleep tonight now. All right. Puppet sidekick is just fine in my book.
I think it's great. It worked for a couple of comedians back in the day, didn't it? Hey, Tracy, how are you? What's his name? Yeah, but what's this guy's name? What's the famous puppet? Where's Winter Crow when you need her? Who's the famous Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy? Charlie McCarthy, legendary.
Sure they're famous?
Yeah. Jiminy is at Epcot. Jiminy wishes. Yeah. You never heard of Charlie McCarthy?
No.
Bifocal? No. Look it up, man. Look it up.
Mr. Peanut.
Mr. Peanut. Kind of looks like Mr. Peanut almost.
Okay.
Mr. Peanut. Great item
Mr.
to sell.
Peanut could be a puppet.
Print ads with Mr. Peanut.
Yeah. I saw that when I saw that episode.
And you know what that's going to be? And that is a true blue, real button. That is Solo, Mr. Peanut.
That is right out of the gate. You're wasting no time. Fire.
Don't want to overuse it, but when an opportunity knocks like that, you got to pounce.
So Mr. Peanut ads, Mr. Peanut anything? What specifically about Mr. Peanut? Just his bifocal, or what do you call that thing?
Is it a what do you call a one focal? It's not a bifocal. It's an onicle. Is it an onicle? What's a one?
No, it's not a unicycle.
No, it's not a unicycle. I believe it's an onicle. Again, Winter Crow, I'm sure will chime in any moment now. She probably has a monocle.
Monocle.
There you go.
The other one. Yeah.
Going back to our Latin words there.
Good. Looks like everybody in chat knew that except for you and I.
Us. Well, it's easy. They have the Google. We don't. We're live.
I think that was just common knowledge that we were too stupid to remember, honestly.
I think that's quite possible.
They didn't have time to Google. They all responded within the same microsecond.
Yes. Like you fools, it's a monocle.
Monocle. Oh. Okay.
Yes. Apologies, Bobby. We will go back. Exactly. I realize now that I know you start the videos with the puppet. I didn't realize that was his name. What does JT stand for? Or is that private information?
That's a deep cut.
Paul Winchell. I think that was his last name. Ventriloquist. Oh, really? Okay. There we go. Shari Lewis and Lamb Chop. Sure. That's a great one. Remember that?
No.
Everybody? Little sock puppet. Lamb Chop.
Like that monkey thing?
No, it's monkey? What's that? It's a
Like a
sock
sock?
monkey,
Yeah.
but it was like a lamb chop was the character's name. It was like a little lamb. A lady with everybody ripping on us. Monocle. Hey, Michael, how are you? Glad you made the show. Thank you for the comment earlier. Congratulations on those 4 sales. Let me know what they were. I'm curious. What magazine was it from? And what were the ads? Let everybody know.
Wait, who's selling stuff? I want to hear.
Mike Gardner.
Michael Gardner.
Yeah,
Okay.
inspired by some video series. Said he just sold his first 4 print ads just about an hour ago, less than an hour ago. He commented on a video we just released. I was really excited for him, so I wanted to hear more about that. Soupy Sales. I don't know Pookie. I love Soupy Sales. I used to like his show. JC stands for JT. He's an Okie. Like Bubba or Billy Bob. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Easy a Texan with an Okie, or is Okie the slang term
Okie
in this situation?
What's the song? An Okie from Skonokie or something? Some famous the heck's the guy's name? I'm just an Okie from Muskogee. Some country song.
There are a lot more puppets now in the chat, and I still have not heard.
Really?
Soupy Sales. I feel like I heard a Soupy Sales.
You gotta hear Soupy Sales.
You're
welcome, Michael. Let me know. Yep, lamb chop, absolutely. What kids play a lot. Yep.
Merle Haggard. I've heard of that puppet.
Merle Haggard. Yep. There we go. Okie from Skonokie or something. Doe. What is doe? Like dope. Like oops.
Do.
Hey, Fine Florida Finds. How are you? Glad to see you on YouTube. She has a great Instagram channel. I recommend everybody check that out. Instagram page, channel. What do you call Instagram? A page? Account? What do you call it?
An influence. A social influence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please do visit the social influence of one Fine Florida Finds.
I'm gonna social influence that one right now because I would like to find that. I think I already follow that social influence, but I'm gonna look.
She's a social influence of some renown in the Instagram paradigm. Big fan. Cool fan.
I apologize. I have not followed, but I have now.
We'll correct that in short order. Very good.
Done.
They named lamb chop after the type of food she will end up being. Not cool. Yeah, that is. You're right. A little twisted humor there, Paul Tidwell. I agree. Pookie was a lamb.
These are the ads. I thought he was giving me things to look up on Worthpoint already. I was getting.
We'll get to that, and that's always open, everybody. That's always open. If you want to get your requests in, good point. Get them up now. Any requests you guys have, we will have a segment.
Please don't run your request through a thesaurus.
Yeah, really.
Keep them really stupid for me, please.
Hey,
if you want them revealed.
All right, here we go. I was looking forward to seeing these. 1948 Time, New Lustron Homes, Prestone. Lustron Homes again in Westinghouse turbine generator.
Wow.
The new homes it's just an advertisement for a property, like a property management thing of a new home opening up.
It's one of those kit homes from back in the day.
Oh, that's true too. I don't know. Yeah, let us know, Michael. I'm curious. Is it like just an ad for a new project coming soon or something, or like Travis said, is it an actual build?
I know just slightly less about homes from those era than I do about puppets from that era. So pretty
Big
much
Bird.
Big Bird.
Heard of Big Bird?
Yeah.
All right.
Elmo.
Heard of him? He's right here.
Heard of him.
I got a life size.
I got a costume in my closet right here.
That's Halloween next year.
Yeah. Well,
the Labyrinth. What is the Labyrinth?
Oh, that's a creepy ass movie. It's a creepy movie.
Creepy movie.
No, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of that Dark Crystal. That's one. That's one that led me down many a nightmare. Labyrinth was around that era, though.
Okay. A format. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what that relates to. And this is why I'm trying to keep up with the initial flurry of chat activity, which I really appreciate. I know Travis does too, but I think sometimes during the course of our conversation, we jump from Kugelflan and Ollie to, new homes to, and I go back and I see something that just says a format. I'm not really sure what that pertains to. So please clarify.
I wonder if it has to do with the do.
The do is a format?
I don't know.
There you go, Tracy. Very good. Listing.
Wait, what's this second half of this comment though? What's that mean?
From who, Tracy?
Yeah, she's saying it's not doing any good. What's that about?
Yeah, we need to rectify that. Listing is not doing any good. You're listing every day. Quality items.
Not making science.
Good photos. good keywords. I know you do all those things, Tracy. I'm just being silly, but those are the dummy check things I always do for myself. If I hit a wall for some reason, I'll always go back and, revisit things, because you don't want to get almost too cocky about it. Like I think there's a tendency to do that when you have a certain amount of listings. It becomes very routine, and sometimes you have to switch things up, based upon.
I'll tell you, I'm right with Tracy. I mean, her next comment there about the weekends.
Yeah.
It's the same. I've never seen a weekend like I had this past week. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. No, go ahead. And you're not one to usually complain about that
I'm
kind of
certainly not adapting to, what speculation is to increase sales. I haven't been listing as much. I have noticed the items I am selling are $20 and less items. I kind of, in my own limited small sample size, I just don't feel like people are spending. They don't want to spend a lot of money right now on bigger items.
I think that's definitely. Yep. No, but I think it's a valid point for sure.
And so yeah, I'm barely selling stuff, and I'm right there with Tracy. I don't know. Maybe they hacked Tracy in my account, and they're blocking sales. They're adding blocked buyers. That's it. That's probably what I've come up with. So sorry, Tracy. I feel you.
Yeah. I was in that boat about a week and a half ago, and I was going to bring up something. I was talking with Travis shortly before we were late for the show at 7:00. I think that's why we were late. We were talking about it, but I did something that I haven't done prior to. I don't think I've ever done this. I've never addressed this one portion, a bucket of items that I had, and I'm going to get into that in just a moment. I'll share it with everybody and see if you guys try it and if it helps you. Just want to say, Dawn followed too. Great for Fine Florida Finds. Awesome. My fault. Oh, you mean about the house thing? Dawn is inconsistent with Instagram. How do you mean, Dawn? Inconsistent? And do you guys, this is a question for everybody that's out there, because I think a lot of these people have Instagram accounts. I really just use it as a marketing tool, primarily for my YouTube channel, which I just started a couple of months ago. It's kind of running in parallel. Like if I release a video, I'll release a little teaser on Instagram that says, hey, I have a new video. And then I see somebody like Fine Florida Finds. She does actual sales, like auctions, live auctions, just like people do on YouTube, or people are doing a lot on Whatnot right now. And they do it on Instagram too. So I'm like, what do you guys consider Instagram? To me, it's just like a method of marketing, whether it's marketing your store, whether it's marketing YouTube, whether it's marketing yourself.
I think either of those can be fine. I think Fine Florida Finds has the pulse of the future of Instagram, though. I think that one-on-one social conversation with your followers, they want to feel like they're a part of you, so to speak.
Day to day. Yeah.
They get some good deals. Fine Florida.
I know it's a mouthful.
What's her name?
Let's call her Jen. Come up with Jen. What is it? No, I'm just no.
Well, yeah. What is Jen? I mean, Jen's getting rid of some inventory.
Yep.
She's having a good time. Probably still, at least, getting rid of inventory is pretty exciting, to be honest.
Always a good thing.
So I think that's the pulse. I think I would love, Marty, for you to be able to get. I think that's a good call.
Yeah.
Especially if you cannot, and what for whatever reason, Whatnot is just like this uber elite.
Yeah. I've heard a lot.
You got to know somebody. You got to get a letter from a congressman or something like that to get in there.
Blood sample. Yeah.
You can create that. The Instagram sales can be pretty much just like that. Mm-hmm. And if you've got a large following, then that's an opportunity. Market the heck out of it.
Yeah.
And then just be consistent with your, hey, this is my Wednesday night sales.
Right.
Dump inventory.
Yep.
Interact with people. People want to feel like they're a part of something. Have some fun.
Yeah.
That's what I recommend.
I
haven't figured out how to. I got the Instagram just to specifically do that, and yet to figure out how to do that. So
really, maybe Fine Florida Finds can help you with that. What do you think?
Someone needs to. Because my wife has invested a few hours. It's because it's tied to Facebook.
Oh yeah.
So you've got to have some kind of symbiosis with all those things at the same time.
Yep.
And I don't.
And if you miss one of them, it kind of breaks the chain, right? Or it breaks the momentum, let's say. Like if you don't follow up. That's why I'm doing Mine is YouTube and Instagram are kind of in tandem. I'm trying to, if I release something on YouTube, I release a corresponding, or in advance of a like tonight's show, I'll put something out on Instagram saying, "Hey, catch us tonight on our live chat show." So they kind of run in tandem, like I said, or in
I think
parallel.
that's smart.
Yeah.
It's very easily to look at all the different social media platforms out there
Mm-hmm.
and see what, some of the big time ones are doing, and they're advertising on all of them or whatever. That's too much. It's too overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's too much angst. So keeping it simple to start as you grow and learn,
Mm-hmm.
I think you're doing the right thing. But I would look into getting some little auctions going.
Yeah.
I think it would be cool.
I'm amazed, and I know that people do the same thing on YouTube. There's plenty of live auctions on YouTube. I'm astounded that YouTube hasn't figured out that people are making money and try to get a cut. I just think it's
Right.
amazing. It's amazing. How long can it last?
Let me say the word
I'm always,
dumbfounded. I think it's dumbfounding.
I just can't believe it.
To
I
have,
remember when they first started. I'm like, oh, I forgot who I asked, but it was somebody I follow, and I wrote a comment. I said, hey, that's a great idea. What's their cut? And he said 0. And I said, right, you're pulling my leg. It's like, no, it's 0. So
yeah.
what? The only
Mr.
fee
Buys
is
a
like,
lot,
it
right?
might have been Mr.
Mr.
Buys.
Buys a
Yeah.
lot makes a living at it like 3 or 4 times a week doing that for 2 or 3 hours.
I visited him in his warehouse a year ago in January. It was quite an experience. Very, very nice guy. Went up to his place. Very nondescript. You would never know. It's like in an industrial park where there's like trucks and stuff. It's the nondescript building, metal building. And you go in, it's like, whoa. He was a great guy. But yeah, he said, I'm going to just keep doing it until they catch me. Like, not catch you, until they catch on and realize it's a potential cash cow.
I
It
feel like
really
it
does
would
amaze me.
literally be a checkbox that they would add to everybody's account, and you
Yep.
say, "Are you wanting to do auctions?" Yes. Check
Yeah,
this box.
exactly.
Yes.
We
And
take
then when
20%.
those streams go live, and that trigger is activated, they pull in some kind of fee. I don't get it.
I hope it never happens, and I hope we didn't just put a kibosh on the
No,
whole thing. But I know a lot of people have talked
it'll
about it.
definitely happen. It'll happen. So
It's
do it while
inevitable,
you can.
right?
Yeah.
Let me catch
Yeah.
up with some of this. Non-existent. I'm really sorry, Tracy, but we will talk about that portion. Dark Crystal was. Oh yeah, David Bowie movie. Sure. I remember that.
Okay. Yeah. Good
Whistling.
puppet magic.
Yeah. Jennifer Connelly, who was the female lead, I guess she meant on Labyrinth, was my
What?
Heather
You
Ball.
went to school with Jennifer Connelly?
Wow.
Did you beat her at tetherball, or she team tetherball, or like one-on-one, and your partner was the person you played against? I've never heard of team tetherball.
Yeah, we need to hear more about that for sure. Yeah, the endless thing sells similar thing. I know a lot of the people that are in this chat follow Don, the auction professor, great guy. We've both been on his show. Travis has been on twice already, and he's.
Aren't you going to be on?
I think
this Thursday?
I am going to be on Thursday. I don't know if he announced it, but I am going to be on Thursday. Yes, I'm looking forward to that for my second.
I saw a list. I think Dave from $1 Million Peddlers is going to be on there too.
He is, and so is Annie again.
Oh, cool.
So
okay.
3 from the original with you, and then
few of the OGs. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you know what I mean? I'm very, very happy and proud to be back there. But the point I was making about Don was, I'm trying to remember. What was my point about Don? What were we talking about right before that? The sell similar
looking cats.
Yeah, that's right. No, the sell similar thing. He's a big proponent of that.
And sell similar, yeah.
Yep, and sell similar. He's a huge proponent of that. It works great for him. He has insane volume, like 30,000 listings or something, and he's doing like, I don't remember the exact number, but he's doing like 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 a week, ending and reselling and relisting. But I've done that a couple of times. I only have about 3,000 listings, which is enough. But it does, it works. I mean, I think it gives it a quick burst. And because of his volume, that quick burst can lead to a lot of money, obviously a lot of sales. If he's relisting.
Now, would you do that on things you have watchers on?
It depends on how many watches. If it's just like 1 or 2, I probably would. If it's been out there for like lingering for a period, I probably would. I'm like, if they watched it once, they'll watch it again. But if it's something really popular, I would question myself. If I have like 20 watches on something and it hasn't sold in 3 or 4 months, what am I doing wrong? Why is everybody watching it, nobody buying it? So I probably wouldn't just relist it the same way. I would tweak something about it.
I'd probably just run a sale or something, on that item.
Right.
Gosh, someday I'm hoping eBay steps into the real world where you can look at a particular listing, or you can pull 3 listings immediately, say, hey, perform action after you've checked the 3, run sale, rather than going and creating up some kind of marketing promotion, markdown sale, and all this
Right.
shenanigans. Why can't I just click those 3? I know you can get in there and bulk edit unless you
can.
use Chrome. But yeah, get in there real quick and just run a sale, because a bulk edit doesn't show sale. It just shows a different number.
Yep, exactly.
And you want to show that psychological price drop.
Yeah, exactly.
Someday.
No, that's a great idea. Yeah, built-in sale option, in other words. Just tick a box, like you said, on a certain amount of items, and bam. What percentage of discount this? 10, 20, done.
Yeah, question though, on your just to follow up, I think if you got 20 on something, obviously it's an item that is well searched. It's an item that has some demand to it. Certainly. I would first immediately look and see what the recent comps are. What have the comps changed since you listed it? And then I would look and find last 30 days or something on that item and change the price accordingly is probably what I'd do. We'll run a sale would be ideal, but change the price. Either way, it's going to re-trigger the eBay algorithm. Yep. And those 20 watchers, which is one of the good reasons not to do sell similar, those 20 watchers will get that update like, oh, okay, this just dropped $30 or whatever it might
be. Yep. Then the more apt to purchase it at that point, hopefully. Let me, again, try to catch up a little. We got a lot of activity on here. Love it.
Guys, slow down.
You guys are rambling. Well, they're talking about some actress who I don't know.
Jennifer Connelly?
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Maybe I would if I saw a picture of her.
You would. She's in The Rocketeer? You remember The Rocketeer?
No. I'm sorry.
What? You're a Disney fan.
Yeah, I don't know The Rocketeer.
Yeah, that's all I got for you.
Okay. I'll look it up, though. Her small stuff is moving more than bigger stuff. Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Who said that? Yes.
Fine Florida Fine. Yeah, do we have a name we can use, Fine Florida, even if it's a fake name, just so we can't?
Yeah, I thought we were going to call her Jen.
We were going to call her Jen, but then I realized we have a Jen already who watches the show, and I don't want to confuse faux Jen with actual Jen.
Ben. I don't know.
How about Augustus? No, again. Fine Florida Fines, 5th and 6th grade. Okay, they're talking about an actress. Tracy, I think she already said yes, she's promoting. Paul sold one item for $275. What'd you sell, Paul? A lens? Oh, speaking of Paul, who was on our show, 2-3 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, yeah.
2 weeks ago. Very insightful, very knowledgeable about photography and slides and cameras and all that good stuff.
The slide segment was just amazing.
It was.
So much knowledge dropped right there.
Yep. And I was inspired enough to pick up one of those viewers, which I never had before, that you could just.
Okay. And
it's awesome. Just being able. I wish there was a way now, and there probably is a more expensive version. Like, let's say you put it in one of those things. Show me like a USB where I can now download said.
There is something like that. I do know there is something like that.
That's what I would like to get. Like if I'm, if I have enough of these things and
that's
Paul
awesome.
already showed us, wouldn't that be great? Pull it up and then boom, instant scan or something, or a PDF, not PDF, or a JPEG. That would be great. And then just list it. There we have an actual photo of it, right out of the machine. But I mean, just for viewing them and scanning them and making sure I'm not giving away a whole batch of them. And meanwhile, I have some like historic, we said the other's a Bruder film or something, sitting in a tin can. And I'm like, here's a lot of them for $50. But it's really interesting to look into them. I'll tell you, they look, and the quality of those slides is exceptional.
Here's what I'm thinking, Marty.
Yes.
I'm thinking that at least in the 90s, I recall there was like an add-on you could purchase for certain types of scanners.
Okay. Oh yeah. Like
you would feed them and it would scan them.
I have
There's
seen
got to be something like that now.
There's got to be something like that. Who knows out there? Well, Paul could probably.
Paul probably knows. So we'll just wait. We'll just keep going. Paul probably answered it 20 minutes ago already.
I know. I'm sorry. We're so far behind. Michael runs sales all the time. I have one going on. Postcards seem to sell the most for me because they're the lowest cost. Yeah. And do you use that? What's that shipping option that eBay rolled out for postcards where you can
standard envelope?
Standard envelope. Yep. Do you guys use that?
I would if I had that because it's I would market it at free shipping because it's like 40 cents or something like that.
Yeah, right, exactly. So even if you sell it for $5 free shipping, that's not terrible.
Yeah, in fact, I've been getting ready. I'm going to buy one of those nice scanners that you can feed sports and trading cards into because I'm tired of these slow sales for these. I feel like nice items, but also long tail items. That's what I specialize in, and that might be part of my problem. the things that are still selling are the same things that have been selling for the last 2 years: sports cards, trading cards, comic books, Funko
Mm-hmm.
Pops,
Mm-hmm.
shoes, whatever.
Yeah.
And all those luxury watches I'm holding on to.
Yeah. Well, and
To
sneakers,
get
right? Yeah.
authenticated, right? So yeah, I'm gonna invest in one of those scanners that where you can put a lot of 50 baseball cards. It scans them all in, and
Right
then you
next to
just
me.
go with it.
Epson ES400. So one of my videos, it fits. It would absolutely fit sport cards in there. It has like a grill that you can reduce it down to that big or
Mhm.
something. I wonder if I've never tried to throw a slide in there. Do you need like a special adapter?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, I would look for an add-on.
Okay.
I
I
mean,
will.
unless you want to break that and sell that one on eBay for as is, because it'll never work again.
It's been done. It's been done before. Instagram
Yeah,
is a waste of time, per Michael Garner. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's a waste of time. I think if it's a mindless thing where people just scroll and look at stuff and laugh, I mean, that's kind of mindless, yeah, and a waste of time. But I'm talking
it is
about
mine.
specifically for us and what we do in reselling. I think it has value. I mean,
Yeah,
enough
I think
people
so.
are
I
on it.
think I think there's audiences that want the uh, the folks here. I mean, I'm
Yep.
not going to speak for all of them, but a lot of folks show up here for the interaction, which
Yeah.
we're sucking at because we're like 30 minutes behind on the comments right now.
I'm trying so.
But they
We all
did show up to try to get
13
that.
minutes behind. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
am. I'm
too
13
bad
minutes.
for us. Yeah.
Let's plow through quick. Instagram is a format, okay? Inconsistent, I just mean I don't post on a regular basis. Go 6 months without making a post. Okay. But to what end, Dawn? Like, what are you using it for? You know what I mean? Like that's that. I'm just asking the question to her because she's saying she hasn't posted in 6 months.
Yeah, if she's posting for to like advertise her business, I
Then
think
you need
that's an opportunity there. But
absolutely.
that's got to be consistent. You can
Yep.
target your local area. I know she's in like a cool area from what you told me,
Mm-hmm.
a cool little sales area. So that
Yep.
that would be an opportunity. But if it's just for like social browsing,
Right.
yeah, it's not for everyone in that
No,
case.
absolutely. Agreed. Yeah. So you probably did clarify that already 10 minutes later, Dawn. I'm sorry. I'm just getting, we're at 7:30 and I'm looking at comments from 7:17. Let's catch up. I feel underpriced. It's sold for full
But
asking.
we don't know what it
What was
is.
it? Exactly. Unless we missed
I
it.
just look back.
Did
I
I
don't
miss it?
see him mention it. Just
Yeah, let us know
some
what it was,
awesome
Paul.
price. Yeah.
CJ
Okay.
Instawatt. I get you, man. I was kind of
Okay.
in the same boat until recently too. But like I said, I do see some value with the cross. I've met a whole bunch of great people, including Fine Florida Finds, on Instagram. So I'm delighted
Oh,
with it.
Crystal.
Crystal,
Her name is Crystal.
but I say, oh, F cubed. That's funny. Yep, F to the third degree.
Oh, that's cute. Nice math pun.
So
Yep.
it's up to you, Crystal. If you don't want us to use your name, that's fine. It's just easier it rolls off the tongue a lot easier than Fine Florida Find. I'm always like tripping over that.
But you remember it, and that's what's
You
key,
do?
right?
Yeah.
You remember I'm never going to be able to say that. I hope I can figure out what her real name is. Yeah.
Very true. Very true. No, it's a cool name though, for sure, for marketing and stuff. Dawn, yes, I take breaks for weeks sometimes. When a crow, I guess talking with Instagram. I don't even like the app and interact with other accounts like I should.
Well, no should there, Don. You don't need to at all. Don't beat yourself up for not falling into the social media abyss. I feel like you're the lucky one here.
Abyss is such a great word. Yep. Black hole. Again, unless you're using it in parallel with something else that you're trying to attract people into it by virtue of Instagram, then you might want to get on it. But like Travis said, if you just, what's the word you said? Just social browsing or something. Yeah, like just nonsense. Go looking for jokes and silly things.
Yeah, one of the things about Instagram versus other social media platforms right now is Instagram is likely the closest to the demographic that resellers are trying to reach age-wise, financial-wise. So Instagram makes a lot of sense for people like you and me, and Triple F is what I'm going to call her. I'm not going to do F cubed because I might say something else.
Yeah, exactly.
But so that age demographic, that financial situation demographic is on Instagram that we're looking for. So I do feel if you're going to pick one for this type of stuff, Instagram's the one to start with. Yeah.
Good stuff. I don't app anything, don't do Insta anything except eat.
We know, Winter Crow, and you are better for it. Good job.
Yeah. But Winter Crow has a delightful little shop that she runs, an actual physical location in New Egypt, New Jersey. It's called Horse Feathers. There's a little promo for you. If anybody's in that general area, I highly recommend you go visit her shop. It's really cool. My wife and I saw her a couple of weeks ago. Gulf Coast Pickers, what's going on, man? Good to see you. They were on with Rachel a couple of nights ago. Rachel Strickland's live show.
Missourian.
Yes.
Missourian,
whatever you say. Yeah.
Does she have a puppet? Is that a Southern? Is everybody got a puppet down there?
Oh, only Bobby's got a puppet. Yeah.
Okay. Because Cap Guy, she's got to clear it with Cap Guy first.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Well, good to see you, man. Good job. And I did watch that show. It was really cool. It was him and his wife and his little boy. Florida finds a friend of mine is really good at making those connections with other local resellers. Very cool. Yeah, like I said, I think there's a lot of value to it. I want to get more into it. I've just kind of dabbled in it recently, along with starting my YouTube channel. I never had an Instagram either. I know a lot of you guys know I'm in the Beetle Band too, and even our Beetle Band, we don't use Instagram. Maybe we should though. Maybe we should look into it.
Yeah.
I think we actually have one, but it's much like Dawn. It's like once every 3 months we'll post something on it.
You need to designate one of your Beetle members. I vote for Ringo.
Ringo should be responsible for that.
Ringo should be doing those, yeah.
Posting the Instagram. Okay, a bunch of haze. I'm trying to catch up.
Bunch of Gulf Coast folk down there.
Yeah.
Doing stuff. Dark City. Yeah, good call.
Owner of it now. He wasn't for a long time. And I'm sorry, I might have missed
Probably Instagram.
Yeah, but who's he? He's a proponent of it now?
Dawn, maybe?
Dawn is saying he's a proponent of it now.
No, I'm saying the other Dawn. Dawn.
Oh, okay. Oh, Dawn?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Sorry about that. Maybe.
Jennifer Connelly?
Maybe. It might be. She's married. Say, I don't know who. 3,000. Yeah, thank you. I hit 3,000, but then I sold a bunch of stuff, and I'm not. I know a lot of people are having bad sales. I think there's going to be that, and there's ebbs and flows all the time.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Let me just bring this up really quick. I just wanted to bring it up because it worked for me. It doesn't mean it's going to work for you, but if you guys are familiar, and I'm sure most of you are, on eBay, what was it, like a year ago or something? They changed some parameters and they made you add a whole bunch of new specifics, right? So listings that you've had on for eons suddenly change. We know postcards were the big one. Changed all the categories. They radically changed the whole format. It limited down to like 2 different categories. It used to be like 20. Well, anyway, as a result of that, I think it was in the fall, right? Or last summer, you had a bucket of items that it would say you had to go in. It was what required specifics that you had to update a series of listings by whatever the date was, or else. And I think the or else was they were going to take it down, but I don't really remember that.
Or, no, it wouldn't. It wouldn't renew at the end of your 30-day thing.
Okay, it wouldn't auto renew. You'd have to, and if you wanted to renew it, you'd then be forced to populate those fields, right? So I remember I didn't have that many, thank goodness, but I had maybe like 100 or something. It was enough to be a pain in the neck. I went in, I did those, and this was what 6-7 months ago. In that time since then, I had a bucket also that said recommended specifics, which I never looked at. I really never. I think I might have opened it once or twice. Well, long story short, on Saturday morning, also distraught by some lousy sales from earlier in the last week, I saw somebody else do a video about that they went in and updated those recommended where feasible. If it was, I know there's a lot of controversy about that too, because they'll put in a bunch of things that have nothing to do with your listing. Like it doesn't make any sense why you
which they have said leave blank.
Which they've said, or put NA, right? If you have the ability to put an NA in there, you could do that. Well, anyway, I had 267, which I'm sure is nothing compared to some people. I think people have thousands potentially.
I've got like 560 right now.
Did you really? I had 267. So Saturday morning, I said, you know what? And I did, like you said, a bulk edit. You can bulk edit those. I just selected everyone in that bucket, add item specifics one by one, because each one was a different type of a listing and required different specifics. But I did. And just like Travis said, I'd leave some blank, or there was a tick box at the bottom that said, don't remind me of these again. Did you ever see that?
Oh, no, I didn't know. Never did that.
Yep. Not on every listing. Again, it depends on the category you're in and what they're requesting. But there was, I guess if it was like really like petty kind of stuff to add, it would just say, don't remind me of these again. I wasn't sure if that was
going to be. There was a checkbox I could just put right now in all 516.
One check. Like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Don't remind me.
So what I did is, based on some of them, were decent. Like I have a bunch of 78 records for sale, and a lot of those required silly things like it's not really silly, but even if I had the title this is a pain in the neck about the records category. Even if you have the title in your title, the title of the record in your title, you have to go in and put the title of the thing. Then below that, it would say material, vinyl, shellac, which is common with 70. So you had to populate that. So I did a couple. It took me maybe an hour and a half. I did every one of them, 267. A bunch of them wound up being just NAs or the tick box. Within, I'm not even exaggerating, within like an hour or so, I had more than double the amount of sales this weekend that I've had in the last 2 or 3 months, weekend wise.
And they were all items that you had just changed?
Not all. No, they weren't all, but a handful were, absolutely. So I don't know if it just reignites the flame there for those specific items. If it does the whole
paranormal. Do you have any X-Files music?
I was very pessimistic. I'm like, oh, let me just get rid of these and see what happens. And sure enough, guys, the weekend, I had a really good weekend of sales. I don't know, and this is something that Don always says, you have no way to really validate whether that would have happened anyway or if it was a result. But I do say, because at least 5 or 6 instantly, like that day, Saturday and Sunday, sold from a bucket of items that had recommended specifics. So if you guys see that out there and you want to spend a little bit of time, I know Tracy, people, it's a pain in the neck, yes, but try it. Even try it for like half of them and see what happens.
Well, let's remember, and that's awesome, and maybe that's the key. Let's remember what item specifics are.
Yes.
They serve two functions.
Okay.
One is for people that actually do filter down their search into a particular area.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what eBay is concerned with. The second one is how they show up as far as essentially keywords in Google searches. So the more item specifics that you have tagged with some kind of answer that makes sense to your listing, the more likely, in theory, they're supposed to show up when people do their searches from Google.
Okay.
So
in theory,
you adding additional item specifics in this case, essentially, in theory, adds additional meta tags to the Google search. So if people are not using the eBay application, which people don't always do to find items, they're finding it now because you have essentially doubled the amount of potential visitors to your item by adding 3 or 4 more specific items. So it makes sense that would be more attractive to a bigger audience. So just to validate what you're saying, I know there's no way to know for sure because those analytics don't exist to the seller for whatever reason.
Exactly.
But there is some credence, at least there's at least logic to what you're saying.
Okay.
So I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not one to brag about this because I left them alone for months and months, and I finally just I apologize. I watch videos like I'm sure a lot of you guys watch, and somebody had just mentioned that they did that and it had a good result. Give it a try. So I said, for whatever reason, I was down and out, kind of like Tracy's feeling. I'm like, let me just try something new, try to refresh it. And my other question is, does it only affect the 267 listings as far as giving them a refresh, if you will? Or did my whole store kind of kick into hyperdrive because I sold stuff that was outside of that, plenty of other items that were not in that initial population of recommended. So I don't know if it just kind of gives your whole store a boost. If it just,
here's where I would answer that.
Okay. Not
so much your store. So the more marketable an item is on Google, the higher up. So take a Google business profile. Let's say you run I've been working on this for my wife. She started a business, so I'm trying to get her business to try to appear at the top of the searches, essentially, for our local area for specific keywords and types of things.
Yep.
The more that her item appears at the higher, whether it's a collection of a number of reviews or specific code words that people are looking for, the more that they almost it's cumulative. So it's like trying to get the best of all these things. The more you get out there, the more Google is happy to continue sending your route because you're clearly hitting the note of what the public is looking for, and Google is looking for the public to look through them as often as possible.
Yep.
So I could see why it's not exactly your store, but it is sending items that same way that you have also worded them similar.
Yeah.
Did those as well. So I don't know. I mean, there's something to that. I'm not an expert in that field by any stretch of the imagination, but I could
You definitely
see why that could have a positive effect with other
trickle
items
down
in
effect.
your store.
Yep. Plus just the general increase in traffic to your listing might lead folks to look into your store where they wouldn't have previously, right? So that could lead to more sales.
Very
That's always the
true.
ultimate goal, get people into your store.
Yeah.
Or
What
one
if I would watch the almost the only track that we have, other than an actual sale where you can see where it came from, is that followers on your store. So that would be
oh yeah.
at least one trackable item that you can at least see how that has gone over time.
Yep.
It would be interesting the next time you go do 200 or so recommended changes
Hopefully
to take notes
yeah.
of your store followers, and then see what it is a week later after you've made those changes. If it seems astronomically high, then perhaps there's something to that.
Great point. Speaking of the viewing, anybody who's following your stores, not too long ago, you used to be able to see the individual usernames of the people, and eBay has unfortunately taken that away. Because I would love to reach out to people that I've thought about doing this, but I don't want to sound pushy. Like sometimes when people do buy things, I'm tempted to, I usually do write some sort of a thank you or something to them, whether it's in an actual note to them in the package or just a comment or something. You've seen my videos about, trying to extend and get multiple sales out of one. Hey, you interested in this? I have 100 other ones or whatever. Sometimes in the verbiage of that note, I'm tempted to say something like, just out of curiosity, how did you find me? You see those kind of things.
Let's just stop you there. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't think there is anything wrong with it, but I don't want to sound overly aggressive, and I would want to refine how I word that exactly, but it would be really beneficial, wouldn't it, for all of us to know, how'd you find me?
Absolutely.
I found you on Google. I found you on this. I follow your store, whatever it is. I'd love to know.
Hey, I got an idea for you. This just came to me. Have you ever done a Survey Monkey before?
Yes. When I had
now the type of survey I'm about to recommend probably would require some kind of at least base cost to have it up for as long as you're going to look to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But you could, in your little business card or your little drop-in or your card, I would probably print out a bunch of these so you don't have to type this every time.
Yeah.
But you could just say, please take this Survey Monkey link. I guess this would be digital.
Yeah.
Take this Survey Monkey link, and then on Survey Monkey, hey, how did you hear about me?
Yep.
And then it's just one simple question. Google, whatever, YouTube show,
eBay,
Triple F's Instagram post, whatever.
That's likely.
But you could do that, and you could get it, and you could also say, hey, when this person submits, send that information to me. They could put their email at, do you want a 10% coupon off for my store?
Yeah.
Check that box. Sends you an email, and then you can send them off one. I don't know. I bet it could be done if you really wanted to know.
You just came up with a couple of methods to do it. I just hope eBay doesn't frown upon it. You're not reaching out to strangers. You're reaching out to people that have already made a purchase, and you're just kind of thanking them. At least it's under the guise of a thank you, right? So it's just continuing.
You're trying to get more return eBay customers. You're directing them back to your store to spend money at eBay. I don't think that.
And they make money, correct? Exactly. That's what I'm hoping too.
They don't make money if they don't return.
That's correct. So. That's very true. I just wanted to acknowledge Sarah about 20 minutes. Now we're like almost a half an hour behind. I got to catch up.
Good God.
Good gosh. Sarah.
Let's stick to this. Let's get it done.
Sarah is a proud fan now of an aggressive print ad guru at this point. She's out there. She's 50. She has a Spiegel catalog that she's been tearing up.
Whoa.
And I'm sure it's
what year? What year is that Spiegel cat? We'll find out in a half hour. I'm asking. It's like we're on a trip to Mars.
Yeah.
And we're on that 5-hour delay. We ask our question now. We'll get it in a few hours.
Yes.
So, Sarah, I'm asking for later. What year Spiegel catalog? Is this like a Christmas, or is this just all clothing type items? Is my question.
Yeah, she's been corresponding on several of the live listing shows that I do once a week or so, and she's really inspired by the videos I did, and she's doing a great job. She's been repping up tons and tons of these ads. So yeah, I'm glad that you keep giving us the progress, Sarah.
Is it possible is it safe to say Sarah may have a problem now?
I think it's a good thing. It's a good problem.
Okay. All right.
A lot of people found out that they've had magazines laying around in their house or the death pile, whatever, for eons, and had no idea what to do with them. And now they were kind of like,
Right.
oh my goodness, here's a way out.
I think your series, I mean, I know other people have done something similar, but you had that nice from cradle to grave series that breaks the whole thing down. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Appreciate it. Thank you. Who runs regular sales? Want
Not
to take
I.
that? Yeah, neither do I. I'll tell you, because I've never had a great success rate with sales. I really
The
haven't.
only, I think I did a full store sale around Black Friday 2 years in a row, and that is the only time that I've ever seen any kind of, because you
Turn.
can look at your marketing returns
Yep.
and you can see, and
Yep.
that is the only time I've ever had any success. That, again, super small sample size.
Yeah, but still,
But I've run other store-wide sales and it just sits.
same with mine. I've never had any real success with it. I know a lot of people have great success with it. I'd much rather send offers to watchers. I want to get watchers. That's the greatest feature they've ever rolled out, in my opinion. eBay, the offers to watcher option.
Yeah,
I mean, easily half my sales are offers to watchers, without question.
good.
But the sale thing, yeah, I'm sure you'll probably get 20 answers, and maybe there's
Yeah.
been 20 answers in the last half hour. But Tracy, I'm sorry, I'll
We're
check it
not
out.
there yet.
Personally,
Yeah.
I'm not a big sale guy because it just hasn't worked for me. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but hasn't had a great impact, unfortunately. On Etsy, you can choose automatically to send a coupon to anyone who faves an item, but there is no send offer on. Yeah, exactly, Don. That's why I don't like that about it. Do you sell on Etsy at all, Travis?
No, I looked into it. I just didn't like the basically introduction cost for something that, I don't know, not my thing. I feel like Etsy certainly has a certain type of also demographic and type of items that you expect to find there. And I have looked and I have purchased from Etsy for those type of items. I don't like that option. Automatically send a coupon. That's one extra thing the customer has to do to purchase your item. That's stupid. I don't know what Etsy's thinking there.
Yeah.
Just let them send an offer if they watch it.
One of the things I can't stand about Etsy is, and you guys can correct me who sell on Etsy a lot. I have like maybe 100 items up. I've just cross-listed from eBay.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And they force you to do free shipping if the value is, don't quote me, I think it's $39.99 or above, or $29.99 or above. You have to do free shipping. That's just ridiculous to me. Yep, it's automatic. You can't. Yep, it doesn't matter. You get to build a shipping profile for yourself and all that. But if it exceeds, I think it's $39.99. But please correct me, guys. Whoever knows, you have to do free shipping on anything that's over a certain value. I'm like, what is that? So that's kept me off of the platform from going much further into it. Because it's
I'm sure there's Etsyans who have been on there for a long time and they think, yes, that's the perfect.
That's how it should be. Yeah, I know. Well, show me an Etsyan. I'd love an Etsyans point of view on this because I don't get it.
Can you get an Etsyan on this show sometime?
I didn't want to say anything, but next week. No, I'm like first a real
Mr.
Etsy. Etsy. But yeah, that's strange. That always has boggled my mind. Like, sold nothing online this weekend, but had a good day at the shop. That's good, Winter Crow. Very good.
Good week. Was it a nice weekend? I think the weather's getting nicer. People want to get outside.
Yeah, it was. She lives not too far from me. It was freezing this weekend in Pennsylvania, New Jersey area, but it's supposed to be beautiful. It was 60 today. Tomorrow's supposed to be like 72. It's supposed to be in the 70s the next few days. So that'll definitely get people out. Is there a USB? Oh, there is a USB slide viewer that saves a photo file. Have to make sure it works with your current Windows because the older ones. Okay, great, Root and Flux. Yeah, I have. I'm up to date on my Windows, so I will look into that for sure.
Well, I think he's saying you might have too late a version of Windows.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it compatible with earlier ones?
Yeah.
The older ones. I
don't think there's a ton of those laying around these years.
But. Oh, the older ones are not compatible. Okay, gotcha. Sorry about that. I misread that. Sorry, I was trying to get to normal listings.
Yeah.
So Dawn runs sales, I guess, huh? The item I sold was here we go. Fleer Marble Card Dealer Promo Pack. Okay.
So like maybe basketball. Oh no, Marvel.
Yeah, Fleer Marble.
Trading cards, like comic book cards. Those are popular. People buy them and open them and go get them graded. So.
Yep. Real slug.
Okay.
You're not a slug, Winter Crow. You're out there working physically in a shop for hours on end. That's not easy work. Flatbed scanners that will also do slides. Okay, Paul. Thank you. Yeah, and Travis was saying there's some sort of extension you could pick up. which I will definitely look
That's
into.
my homework. I'm going to go try to figure out if there's a modern day USB quick
I hope
version.
so. I would love that, to have a dedicated just for slides instead of, finagling with my printer and putting an attachment on. And
That'd be a game changer, Marty. A
it
game
would be,
changer.
I mean, it would help things. It'd be interesting. I do find YouTube to be more intentional and longer lasting than Instagram posts. Yeah, that's a great point. I think we talked about that privately, didn't we?
I think she means because our YouTube videos continue to go on and on.
No, she's being complimentary. Instagram,
complimentary. Okay, I wasn't sure.
It happens once in a while. Instagram is a quick, and what's the other one that all the kids use? The TikTok.
Oh, TikTok. That's
15-second blasts.
Just the tip, right? Just the tip.
Just the tip. Yep, those are those 15-second blasts. I think that's what she means by YouTube is more foundational and long term, and these things are just like fleeting, quick little. Maybe it is older. Yeah,
it's older. That's for sure. Yeah.
Well, we sell collectibles a lot of collectibles in my store, so that's probably the demographic I'm hitting. So I don't want, I'm not trying to attract. I'll attract anybody who wants the stuff.
No underwear. You're not going to go waste time listing underwear in a collectible store.
Exactly.
Okay.
Michael is saying postcards so well. Good for you, Michael. That's cool. And a lot of people are into postcards. I have a handful. I probably have like 50 or so up, maybe.
Well, if you're not, I'm sure Michael is, but and you've mentioned it a number of times, Popeye's postcards,
the
daily
best.
What's Sold videos, they're 8 minutes long, and he's selling 25, 30 a day or something like
every
that.
single day.
He's clearing $150 to $1,000 a day in postcards. So he's tapped into something.
He certainly has. And he's the king of postcard volume at this point after that huge haul, 1 million plus. Plus he already had probably 100,000 prior to that. So he's incredible. There's a scanner in the Notes app on. Yes, there is. I know about that. I used to, but the print ads that I did, that was one of the first things I did before I got my big flatbed for the Life magazines. I would use that app on the phone, the Notes app, and it creates a scan. So you could capture the whole thing. And it came out pretty good. It was good quality too. But the scanner is great. The scanner is so much faster because then you'd still have to take in my case, I would have to take the photos that were in the iPhone and then get them onto my computer physically. And with the scanner, it just goes right in and it's already in my photos.
2022.
On now.
That stuff I should be able to just put a pile of it on my floor.
You should be able to just look at something.
And a smart floor,
Yeah.
Just uploads it to the cloud.
Exactly. Epson ES500. Yeah, I have
Is that what you have? What do you have?
I have an ES400.
You suck compared to Dawn.
I get Dawn's always on the forefront of technology, but I'll tell you can't get that much better than this thing. It's great. It really is great.
Well, it's 100 times better.
Yeah.
Or maybe 20%.
Number. What is the number? Yeah, don't do
slide. I've looked at those. I've looked at the Epson. I've looked at the one you mentioned and also this one. That
did you?
Yeah.
Okay. You see how far behind we are now? She's talking about. Remember what I was saying? Maybe I could throw a slide through my scanner.
I think we're within
no, don't do
minutes
that.
of being done here. I think we're
again. We're
stay with it.
We're basically half an hour behind. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm going to try to catch up here. Feeder scanner is great for postcards. Yes.
Is it possible they've all left?
No.
At this point?
Not yet.
Okay, good.
They're going to wait until our segment about looking up items. No, I'm looking. Seems like most folks on there.
Thesaurus Worthpoint.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Michael, but I'm sure it's true. All those sites are kind of filled with that stuff.
No, he's right. I usually post sexy pictures of myself there.
Well, yeah. See, I didn't think you were going to tell everybody about that.
I need the likes. I need the clicks. I need the hashtags, Marty.
I hear you, man. It's all about the hashtag. I didn't know what a hashtag was until about a year or two ago. I really confused the heck out of me. I didn't get the concept at all. Used to put all my items on Instagram that I listed. Then I tried to also incorporate posts. Oh, I see. So that's what you're saying is slacking. You're not. So you were doing 1-for-1 every single listing you'd post on Instagram, huh? What I did is I think I did one today. I would occasionally do an item that's sold for great money or something. I would highlight that and say, hey, just sold for whatever amount. I've done that, but I didn't do a 1-for-1 listing and then a corresponding Instagram post about it. That's interesting. I guess, it depends on what you're listing. It depends on how much volume you're dealing with.
I think it depends on the item, honestly.
Yeah, certainly.
The Instagram audience that follows you going to be interested in this item.
Exactly. And she just said not all the items. Okay, cool. I was going to say, wow, that would be
not the sexy pics.
work.
The sexy pics.
No. The name game. Yeah, it's you just let me know what you want to be called.
We already forgot her name. It was 5 hours ago when we
really
learned it. Crystal, Triple F.
Crystal, Triple F, Crystal. You don't have a YouTube channel, etc. Or standalone website tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, so Instagram's perfect then for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It is.
But the thing, she may not have a channel, but
You're welcome,
I mean,
bro.
and I don't know Dawn, but I know Dawn from many other YouTube things. So I would be more likely to purchase or interact with Dawn on Instagram than I would with Joe Schmo. So I think it's kind of self peer marketing.
Yeah, absolutely. You have a booth too? That's great. Instagram, it's been a slow adoption. Yeah, well, you're doing really well from what I've seen, Crystal. You really are. Eric, what's going on? Salutations. Eric is in the house. Was Eric ill last week or something? I seem to recall. Wasn't he sick?
I think he was mad at you.
I hope you. Oh, he's just mad at me. Okay. No, I thought you were not feeling well or something. But if you weren't, I'm glad. And if you were, I'm glad you're feeling better. He's a proponent. Don. Yes. Ending in cell similar. He's a huge proponent of that. But again, I mean, he's literally doing thousands a week, thousands of ending and cell similar. So I'm sure it definitely generates a ton of activity in his store. Essentially, it's like having 2,000-3,000 brand new listings every week. I mean, think about that volume. So, I mean, that's what they say.
The thing to remember about Don compared to many of the rest of us, and not that Don doesn't have a diverse store or set of stores, for all I know. But they'll sell similar on the postcards. That's one genre. Yeah. And for the people that missed the listing of Don's latest listings, to have those rebooted again may get them to see it this time.
Yeah.
Whereas if I've got 100 items and 90 of them are completely different genres, it's not like I'm capturing the same niche when I reboot those. So I think there may be a difference to that. And you with your print ads, if you were to do something like that may work.
Yep. Another huge benefit of Don's incredible amount of volume and his knowledge in general is that he has, I think, thousands of followers on his eBay store. So that's an instant market. Every time he does this refresh, he's getting, the eBay sends out those things. So-and-so just made this following listing. He's getting, 5,000 people, let's say, instantly seeing all these new listings constantly. I think that's huge for him too. He always preaches, or he doesn't preach, he always talks about with pride, he has so many return buyers, which is also awesome. So they're like already, he's in a unique situation where he has such an amazing group of buyers like already out there waiting for him to put something up. It's like they've bought before he's listed it. Essentially, they're probably like, "Oh, I want more buttons," and he sells those Civil War buttons and things.
But and again, that's that social, that social familial marketing there.
Absolutely.
So a lot of that is his own people buying stuff because at least a part of them wants a piece of Don in a good way.
No, it's so true. And again, it's a great statement on his ability to do all this stuff, and his he's built his reputation is stellar, in the industry, and he's attracted a lot of these people, and he maintains a very high regard amongst all the people in the community. So again, always good, a really, really good guy. I've been following him since he started on YouTube. It's so funny. I was still at work, right before I went full time. It was like my last couple of months. I found him on YouTube accidentally. It just popped up. And I don't know what it was about. There was something about the topic that just drew me in. And I wound up saying, oh, wow, this guy has a bunch of videos. And I've never stopped watching. It's been like 3 years plus. I watch everything he puts out. Great stuff. Cool. There's a lot of great people out there in this community. Motivational testament to the algorithm, adding the record. Yeah, I hope it works. And I'm sorry, look at how far behind we are. But yeah, try, everybody, if you have some, just give it a try. If you have the time to try it, it's worth it. 150 item specifics, thinking maybe that would do something. It hasn't. When did you do it, Tracy? And did you fill them all in? Because like even by I was talking with somebody else about this, but we're going back a little bit, but there's an option to go in and just type NA in a field as opposed to leaving it blank. And supposedly that's better than just leaving it blank and clicking that box that I told everybody about. If you click the box, I don't know that it really does anything other than wipe it off of your that bucket of recommended adjustments or something, or if it actually, like, it might still leave it out there in the world of Google that it's not getting the information that they want. Like Travis was saying, the metadata isn't flowing. You're just checking a box that says "Leave me alone." It might not do anything other than remove the recommended thing in your eBay store. Whereas filling it out, even if it's an NA, actually provides some benefit.
I got a recommendation for Tracy on this
Yes.
comment, and it's almost a recommendation for myself if I would do it. When you go into Terapeak on eBay, of the it's not the research, but it's one of those options where you can see the hot selling items or the sell-through rate on particular categories.
Sourcing insights.
I think if you were going to go do the recommended item specifics and or the end sell similar for that matter, I would pick categories that have very high sell-through rates that are important, that are popular right now. Those are the ones I think I would target if you're going to do a sample.
Okay.
So if you're selling shoes, you're probably not having a problem. But if you're selling postcards and your things aren't selling, I would go to check and see what the sell-through rate on the postcards and just focus on those as far as instead of your whole store. I don't know, because if they don't have any, if no one's looking for them, what does it matter if you're stopping and starting it? Find the things that people are looking for. Use that Terapeak tool to find it.
Yep. Agreed. That's a great idea. Motivational. Hey, Tracy says, Eric, you have so many going to try. Yeah. Again, I'm not saying matter-of-factly that this is the cure-all to everybody's blues here, but it definitely helped me at least in the short term over the weekend. It was an impactful change. It takes some time. It's a pain in the neck. It's monotonous, but what's worse, sitting there getting no sales or taking an hour or two?
That is worse, yeah.
I think that's a lot worse. Kind of defeats the whole purpose of what we do if we don't sell anything.
Exactly.
Right? 2,500. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's insane. That's a lot. That's a lot. How many listings do you have, Michael? You have 2,500 recommended.
Michael, so this would be a perfect case study for what I just mentioned. Sort those. Find the categories that you sell items in. Go look in Terapeak and see which ones have the highest sell-through rate. Then go back to the listings where it says the 25 recommended. Pull those up and then select only the ones from the category that you decided that Terapeak says is a good sell-through rate, and sell similar or do those item specifics, whatever. That's the plan I would recommend to you in this situation.
Yep. And please, everybody, again, I'm not preaching this. I'm saying it worked for me and it's worth exploring. But if it does work,
don't sue Marty if it doesn't work.
Sue
don't
Travis.
Come to his house. Don't pull him out of his house and beat him.
Not again. Not again. I can't handle that again.
Not again.
Not again. No, but seriously, folks, if you guys do it and you have some success with it, please let me know either in a comment in YouTube or again the email. Email me. I would love to know if it works for people, even if it's just a short-term fix and it gets rid of that annoying field. Because I only had 267. I thought that was a lot, but I'm seeing people with, this 10 times more. How many listens, Michael? That's a lot. There are too many heavy or large. I wouldn't attempt to ship it. I could bring to the shop. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a nice benefit to have stuff in a shop like that, like housewares and large like vases and things like that you wouldn't want to ship.
Vases.
Yeah, vase. You say vase, I say vase. It is. It's a pain in the neck, Dawn. I agree. And you have 369. That's a solid number.
Oh my God. I'll never forget. We gotta blow through this. All right, we gotta blow through it, people.
Let's go.
We got Rooting for Relics. He's calling us out.
You know what? Trying to engage my hardy viewers here in some conversation, and what do I get?
Well, because we're on our way to Mars.
That's all right. Post similar to Instagram. I was like, do we have to add to my post? But sure enough, very good.
I think we're getting close, though.
We are too. Yeah.
They also probably started slowing down posting because we weren't ever going to get to them. All right, let's do it. I
don't want to be known. I don't want to be that guy, as they say.
You don't want to be that guy. It's hard. It's hard, guys. It's actually a lot harder than
it
seems. I used to get mad at like Dom. I won't even mention Dom because he sets the bar for being behind, right?
Yeah.
And that's fine.
You can see why. You can see it happens.
I used to make fun of those guys. I'm like, come on, man. But no, it's hard. It's hard.
Not easy, folks. Yeah, this was when we were talking about putting that survey. Yeah, I'm going to definitely try that and see what happens. Since I write most of the people anyway and thank them, I might as well throw in a little, hey, easier to find out I'm looking for survey initiatives. Okay, very good, very good. We're definitely going to do it. Travis had an interesting idea. Which idea was
this? It's not a steal, it's a share. It's a borrow. Take it, make it good. Tell me how you did it, so then I'll do it.
There you go. Just let us know what idea, because he's come up with about 10 so far this evening.
Yeah. Be more specific next time, Tracy. Jeez.
1955 catalog. There we go.
Oh, cool.
Spiegel, right? I think it was Spiegel, Sarah.
Yeah.
Everybody's complaining
my
about
grandparents used to have those. That's the one they had. Like my dad would get the Sears one with the Christmas when they have all the G.I. Joes and the Star Wars in the back. Oh, right.
J.C. Penney had a great one too. J.C. Penney had a really good catalog.
J.C. Penney had some good catalogs there when you're prepubescent. But Spiegel, that was the one my grandma had. Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm sure the Krylov, eBay's modern state-of-the-art AI platform. Is that?
Wow.
Is that the name of it?
Named it Krylov.
Krylov.
Is it Russian? It sounds Russian.
I thought it was. I almost was going to pull down thing. Was is he getting political here or?
Yeah.
Krylov. Is that seriously the name? I thought it was. What was the name? They always talked about it. Cassini. I thought Cassini was the name of the search engine. Maybe they've changed it to
Krylov invaded Cassini. Krylov's in charge.
Hey, Krylov is notorious for doing stuff like that.
Or maybe Krylov is
throttle search pads that can make people
Google.
totally invisible if needed to room on its multi-tenant cloud-based service.
Holy crap, Eric.
Eric with some dark
web. Where were you an hour ago when I was making up random connections of words to talk about this?
Back at video history and watch them. Cool, thank you. Please do. Shipping costs are high right now. Yes, shipping is always high, but make sure you charge for shipping.
Don't worry, they're going up.
They're always going to go up. They're never going to come down. I guarantee you. They will never come down.
Hey, guys, we just announced some lower prices for our U.S. Postal Service rates.
Yeah. Dawn, free shipping is not mandatory on Etsy. Not on everything, but if you exceed a certain dollar amount, I think it's $40.
Oh, but look.
It forced me into, like, I can't charge shipping. But if I'm doing something wrong, for the love of God, let me know. Because it really aggravates me.
Wrong, but look at her. She's like, if you don't offer the free shipping, you're not going to be at the top of the search.
Right, which is probably true in Krylov too, but
Krylov. That's not the Kraggle from the Lego movie, is it? Or is that's something else? The
Kraken?
The Kraken or something.
Did we release the Krylov?
Release the Krylov. Can you make a new Bolo kind of thing? Only it would be release the Krylov when we discover some kind of insight to eBay's search algorithm.
Yes,
be a good pop-up.
Some cool like serpent thing coming out of the water.
Absolutely.
Release the Krylov.
I think your numbers will double.
I think
that happens. They'll be talking about it on Instagram.
Etsy does. Yes, I opted out of that immediately because they took so much of my profit away. That's another thing. They have these offsite ads that you're automatically enrolled in unless you tick a box that says you don't want to be. It's basically like you're forced to promote, and they
charge you. They charge you.
It's
automatic.
It's automatic unless you can go in and opt out, but they try every way possible to dissuade you from doing so. And then you see like you get no views if you opt out. I don't know. It's maybe just because I'm not experienced with it, but I'm not a huge fan. I've had like
that's why we need Mr. Etsy on.
I've had 10 sales on Etsy since January. That's just not going to get it done.
Bad though. I mean, that doesn't seem bad.
Yes, it does. I think so. I mean, they're
cross-listed.
They weren't new listings. I just cross-listed some stuff on eBay to kind of test the waters, And like I said, I've had exactly 10 sales in 3 months, for almost 4 months. That's not going to get it done. But again, I might be, I have a relatively new store there. I'm not nearly as versed as I am in eBay.
I still always think, be the best at what you know. Keep tweaking until you feel like you got that, and then expand as needed.
Yep, very true. It was just a nice to have thing to have, again, Don always talking about diversity and putting, eggs in one basket. So I'm like, let me dabble in Etsy.
I like your pun there with your eggs behind us right now.
You like
very
that?
Cool.
I was waiting all night to use that.
Release the
things.
Krylov.
The
Crack off. All right, Tracy being productive.
Good, Tracy. Good.
Yep.
Popeye is awesome, man. I love his channel. I'm addicted to that channel. I like his. It's just Popeye.
Crow's correct. I keep slowing you down. It's me. The Krakow. Put the Krakow back in the ocean.
Okay. Look at Whitacrow out of nowhere. Who wants cupcakes? I will absolutely have a. Now Travis will not partake in a cupcake, correct?
Oh God, I would. Oh,
unless
man.
they
7 weeks in. Oh my God.
No, you can't give up.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. You didn't lose the craving for that stuff, or you did? Generally.
Not until she freaking brings it up on this show.
You would destroy a cup if a cupcake was put in front of you right now.
If a cupcake came flying at me right now and it landed in my mouth, it would be gone. You guys would never have seen it.
It would be consumed. Okay. Yeah. Look at this. She's milk. Dawn wants a cupcake.
You guys get out of here with this. You guys.
And here I am. I'm feeling bad.
Get out of here with that.
Exactly. I'm feeling bad thinking we're missing really important stuff, and they're talking about cupcakes, milk.
Got real bored.
But however, hit the like button. You're right, Winnicrow. Thank you very much for pointing that point out.
And they did already. You don't have to say it again, Marty, because they did 15 minutes ago.
That's very true. You weren't sick. Okay, Eric, I'm sorry. I thought for some reason you were. Everybody wants cupcakes. I did it all last week at work. Hold on.
I did
the specifics. Applicable. You did the NAs made up, and nothing happened, huh?
Tracy, it's time for an auction on your channel. I think throw a whole bunch of little 1 minute shorts out over the next few weeks and build it up. Mention it at the end of that, and then have yourself a nice little barn sale there.
I think that's
in about 3 weeks or something.
Literal barn sale, because she's building a barn.
Exactly.
And in all seriousness, I think that's a great idea. And we've asked Tracy might be back on with her mom again. She was a big hit, I guess, about a month ago now. Mama Ventures.
I don't want Tracy. I want Mama Ventures.
I would have Tracy and Mama Ventures. I'd set up a camera on the dining room table, like you said, and a live auction, folks, and just
go to town.
Absolutely. You would make. Oh my God! And then the only fee you really pay is PayPal, assuming that's what you would be, collecting.
Well, in our cut.
Right. Well, we're kind of even because she's given me so much help. I always said I would give them 10% of everything for helping me, so we'll call it even.
So then my cut. That sounds fine.
Okay.
Because I don't have an agreement. I haven't signed any paperwork. All right.
Characters and character families, stupid stuff, filled in everything possible. Did about 120. That's a nice amount.
Oh, that's brutal. Yeah, those are brutal.
They're all really brutal.
We're still talking about cupcakes. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, no offense to anybody who digs cupcakes. I just want to try to catch up. Hate specifics, absolutely.
There's 10 minutes straight of cupcake banter.
Cupcakes next month, and now we got cupcake icons going. Dawn is just very sophisticated with the use of those little emoji things. Very cool. I was a preacher of the item specifics, not anymore. How so, Eric? Expand on that. You mean from the intro, right? From creating a listing to fill out everything? Because I do that for most of my stuff now. I try to fill out everything they throw at me. Not the additional. They had that another field that says additional, which sometimes you open that up and you could have like 25 more things to fill out. But you have to fill out the mandatory stuff. And the recommended I try to populate most of it right from the initial listing.
I think I do too, especially things that I think are going to be long tail and they're going to be sitting around for a while. I am going to try to fill out as many, not because of the algorithm, but I want it to be found throughout the next 9 months that it's going to sit.
You're right, absolutely, and not become stale like everybody fears. At least on, but you're right. You're thinking bigger picture. You're thinking when you say found, you mean Google. You mean the entire internet. You're not limiting yourself to just eBay search or Krylov. You don't want Krylov being the commander of your destiny. You know what I mean?
He was like a chess player or something. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. The Survey Monkey idea.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a great idea.
Do it. I want to see the results. Send me a Survey Monkey. I love those.
Here comes another Krylov. Not the Borg. Eric has an interesting brain and vast and trivial. That could be an asset to the team, I think.
Krylov's they've targeted Eric.
Okay. Oh no, Krylov. We need a Scud Krylov missile. I'm not sure. I know they're heavily encouraged to offer free shipping on items over 35. Yeah, mine. I'm telling you, though, I can't even input a price, it's automatically defaults to zero. I think it's $39.99. Which, you know what that winds up making me do? I raise my price on Etsy. So like I say, I cross post. Let's say I have something for $45 on eBay and I wanted to list it at 45 on Etsy. If they're forcing free shipping, now it's 55, or whatever. And of course that's going to hurt me. Yeah, and that's going to make my likelihood of selling something.
Do you manually cross post, or do you have some application API?
I've been using Vendoo. It's just an application called Vendoo. It's similar to what's the other one that everybody uses?
Xanadu.
I don't know Xanadu. List Perfectly. List Perfectly.
It's a song from the 70s, man.
Oh, I know the song. Sure. No, List Perfectly, I think, is comparable. Have you heard of List Perfectly?
Yeah, really. Yeah, I know that a lot. I even tried that. It just wasn't for me. I don't sell clothing, and I feel like.
Oh, exactly. I get it.
I love the people behind. I love what they're trying to do with List Perfectly, but for me, I feel like it's still very clothing centric, and it just doesn't work for me. But maybe someday. I like the people though.
Sarah with a great point. What about show this boy a keto cupcake?
Link.
You will have a fan for life.
Gonna need a link. Gonna need a hashtag. Sarah, put that in the chat, please.
I bet you it exists. It's got to exist.
I've seen keto. I've seen some weird keto stuff, and I'm afraid to go down that path because I feel like, ooh, keto cupcakes,
right?
2 net carbs. Ooh, I can eat 100 of these or whatever, and then I just screw up everything I've been doing.
Exactly. Probably make up some keto cup. Look at this. They're talking keto cupcakes.
Wow.
Again, I know we're late to the game, but we're catching up.
Transitioned there, yeah.
We're only 2 minutes. Oh, we're almost live.
We're close. Hang in there, folks.
Who was doubting us? Who's making fun of me earlier? Who was it that was calling us out and saying, rooting for the relics, right?
Rooting, yeah, but he's gone.
Rooting. No, he's back.
No, he's still there. He's got Krylov.
He's the creator of Krylov. I think it's a mad scientist over there. Glassware, item specifics. You fill out all the specific, then one pops up, add item specifics.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, bundle. Yeah. Absolutely.
Sometimes some of those things, they probably just haven't gotten around to them to fine-tune them. And they're not made out of watches or baseball cards or tennis shoe material or purses. So they honestly don't give a crap.
Exactly. Look, see, he admits it. He is Krylov. Pay no attention to that Krylov behind the curtain.
I am rooting of Krylov. You will be assimilated.
I am rooting of... I must break you.
All right. Hey, there's someone laughing at my Xanadu joke. Can you hurry up and get down there?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Let's perfectly.
You skipped it.
I don't sell clothes. Xanadu, cracking up. Dawn.
Yes, thank you.
Sure. Olivia Newton-John, right?
Yeah.
Vendoo, I'm not promoting this in any way, shape, or form, but Vendoo is kind of the same idea. You can cross-post to. I use it just for Etsy, primarily. And it's nice. It definitely, you can go into the Vendoo. I don't use apps. It's all on my computer, but I go into Vendoo it's a website. And basically it happened today, actually. If I sell something on eBay, I just have to go in and mark it as sold on eBay. And when you mark it as sold, it'll automatically delist from whatever other site you have it cross-posted on, which is kind of cool. So that's automated. I don't have to go into Etsy and delete it. I don't have to go into, speaking of hating clothing, I tried Poshmark. For about a week or two, and I despise it. I'm out. I'm out on Poshmark.
Yeah. See, again, that's another List Perfectly. They're big Poshmarkers.
Close.
Which is close.
Yep.
But I do know Poshmark is trying to get into electronics. They are trying to expand their niches as well.
You're right, because the scene is limited. I mean, there's a lot of clothing sellers obviously out there, so they've hit a good one to start with. But you don't want to limit yourself. I wouldn't think. If I'm
clothes are freaking terrible.
What a great way to put it, Sarah. Too much babysitting. Exactly. You have to share your closet constantly. They just don't have. Say what you want about eBay. It's eBay, and they do, for the fees you pay and all that stuff, they do a lot of heavy lifting for you, and they promote your stuff, and it's out there and it's visible. Poshmark, it's extremely. You have to do everything on your own, basically, and they still take 20% or something ridiculous. Hey, Noel, how are you?
Hey, Noel.
Et al. That's very, very well.
Noelle just joined, and she thinks that we've been keeping up on the chat really well. So
we did. Well, we did. We caught up.
We finished. We're just about finished here.
I mean, did I blow past about 20 comments? Yes, but
they were about cupcakes and keto cup. You don't care about keto. I did, but you blew past them. It's fine. I read them.
All right, and you're a speed reader, so I figured you would have gotten to it. Here we go. Now we have a recipe. Quarter cup of milk of choice, 2 large eggs.
Heck yeah, Don. That's awesome.
Although right now, since it's
Well, not that one. I was
oh no, that's
about my
awesome.
stupid brother-in-law. Heck yeah, Don. That stupid brother-in-law. He's awesome. It was something else.
I guess so.
Whew.
120 pounds. Yes, I saw a video. In fact, was that on Instagram, Tracy? I think you did an Instagram post, which we were talking about earlier. She had a video of her son like walking down a hallway or something, and then he had lost 120 pounds. It was remarkable. Like, God bless.
That's so awesome.
That
So healthy, so better for him. That's great.
Exactly. Heavy whipping cream. What are we talking
about? Well,
heck,
now that we've caught up at the end of the chat, what do we talk about?
Well, I'll tell you what. If you're up for wait, hold on, one more. Your son looks amazing. Yeah, that was Tracy. If you want to, you're wrenched, right? Post a link to that, whether it's Instagram or YouTube. I don't remember. I'm sorry. I think it was Instagram. You can post an Instagram link, correct? Travis, can you post an Instagram thing?
Yeah.
I'd love everybody to see it who hasn't seen it. It's an inspirational little clip. Really cool. Very proud of him.
Oh, I don't know where it is. What do I look up?
Talk about Tic Tac gum. That's hysterical, Noel.
Tic Tac gum. Noel was here last time trying to get everybody to buy some retro gum.
Yep.
And then we went off the rails. Noel, sorry, we have already been off the rails. We're trying to get on the rails right now.
Just copy and paste, I think, Tracy. You know what I mean? Just go to
hashtag that. Instagram, I think you just got to hashtag it.
Oh yeah? Hold on.
I don't know. I don't know.
You keep pretending you don't know. Meanwhile, you know everything about it, don't you? Don't lie.
I don't.
You are the Krylov of Instagram.
The Krylov.
Let me see if I could help you here, Tracy.
Michael's got any advice on getting followers on eBay? My question to Michael would be, while you're trying to look up the Instagram thing.
Yep.
My question to Michael would be, because I'm unfamiliar with primarily what Michael sells, but eBay does have, they do have the new quote unquote news email newsletter that do have a few configurable parameters now that you can send out to previous purchasers of your items. And if they come back, that's maybe they're going to click to follow. I also do know that when you buy something off of eBay now, they are automatically, in most cases, prompting the person, hey, do you want to save this seller? So I think everybody's followers should be going up at this point. But then you got to take advantage of it with the newsletter, with the nice storefront, those kind of things. So Michael, I know eBay has some good, I wouldn't say good, but they do have some tutorial videos on their seller center if you look up how to do the store. But even better, if you look up on YouTube, I think do like a search for YouTube eBay store changes 2021. You might be able to see some more practical examples on how to fix up your store to grab more followers.
Very well said. Is everybody a fan of this new storefront that they rolled out a couple of months ago on eBay? Just curious, what do you guys think? What do you think, Travis? Do you like it? It's different.
I got excited. I'm still not convinced that people come to eBay through a store link. It's nice. It's pretty. I know what they're trying to do, but people are on their phones and people are coming from Google.
Exactly.
Neither of which is got anything to do with my freaking storefront. So
exactly right.
As much as I'd like to beautify my storefront and run, little funny ads and stuff on there, or little sales announcements, a little bit about myself, their analytics may say different, and I don't have access to those numbers. But if I'm a standard user, I don't even know eBay sellers have stores. I just made multiple sales to the same person last week for 3 similar items, and she had no idea that she bought all 3 items from me over the course of the 3 days. She's like, "Oh, I didn't know that was you." So
yeah, it shows you a little.
Yeah, she actually spent money at my place and didn't even know it was from the same store. So I'm not convinced that I'd like it to work. I think it's cool. It's nice to walk into a store that you like and go buy something. But Yeah,
Like
I don't know.
like horse feathers, for instance, with Winter Crow.
Exactly. Horse feathers. That's a place you go,
Place you go.
and you either like or you don't like. But if you like it, you buy from them, and you go back again and again because you like their storefront. I don't think that matters on eBay, but I'm happy to be wrong.
No, I think you're absolutely right. And there's another more scary idea here, and I think it's a prevalent one, that people think they're buying from eBay. There's a population of people that don't realize that, like when you go to Amazon, which all of us do, I'm sure, you buy something from Amazon, you're really buying from, in many cases, another reseller, but you don't think of it as that. You
You
think, I
never
bought
see
this
that.
on Amazon. I think there's a similar culture out there for eBay. I bought it on eBay. You know what I mean? Unless you have like a Don that has 10,000 people following the store. Of course, they know about it. But I think your average Joe, like you said, that's on Google or on their phone or whatever, and I want a pair of sneakers or I want whatever, it's on eBay. I bought it from eBay. They don't even look at the
Pull up
nickname.
the search and you see the sneakers you want. It says ebay.com. You go to ebay.com, you buy them. It doesn't say Jiminy Flip It
Exactly.
at ebay.com. It
Correct.
says ebay.com.
Yep. They bought it on eBay. They don't really care about who it was necessarily.
Which is why, getting into the Instagram realm, getting into the whatnot realm, trying to build up your brand in places that will actually see it feels like a better use of your time than building up your store on eBay. That's just my personal opinion.
Totally agreed. 1,000,000%. Remember our first appearance on Don's show? What did we talk about? Efficiencies. And that's a great example of it. You're going to waste a lot of time prettying up a store that nobody's ever going to see and get aggravated by it and try to figure out things.
I'm pretty anal, and I love the layout of store. And I love the idea that I can completely control that almost at this point. I just don't think it matters. And the amount of hours that I put into that to get it all beautified could be better spent elsewhere.
Absolutely. Yeah. There you go. See, look at this. She did all the new design features, didn't help with sales. See, there you go. At the end of the day, what matters, right? So now you have a pretty store that nobody sees. Not just you, but I'm saying in general. Yeah, I totally agree, Travis. Waste of time. Noelle. Yeah, Noelle had a video. Have you seen this, Travis? She left her farm home that she lived in her whole life.
Yeah, she's been I did not see that final one, but I knew she had that kind of transition over a series of videos. Yeah.
Yep.
I have to go, spoiler. Why did you tell me what happened? I didn't know what she was doing.
Well, Tracy, I just re-spoiled it. Tracy did
it.
No, it is emotional, but all the luck in the world to you. Hope everything else goes well, Noelle.
That's cool.
I missed something with Paul because Winter Crow is singing Paul's praises about subject of the films. What do we miss, Paul? Here we go. Favorite Steak Guy came through the other day. He sold me 2 bins of 16mm movies and TV shows. Wow, beautiful.
Paul was talking about that stuff.
Yep. If anybody here has not seen that, I highly recommend it. I think it was Travis saying 2 weeks ago. So
2 weeks ago, man. March. If you want to know anything about that kind of old school film and the slides are still getting me. I mean, and I am going to post a link here. I did find a more modern USB thing. I'm going to post a link here in a little bit. Thank you. Because I got to make the link smaller. But I did find an item that might work like we're talking about.
Awesome, man. That's why I add links in my buttons at the bottom. An HTML link says, see all our buttons here. Yeah, that's a good idea too. I mean, I have a link to my store, like visit on my description, a canned kind of thing. Click here to view my store. We have 10,000 other things.
I want to know what she means by her buttons.
Maybe she sells buttons. I'm hoping that's what you mean, Sarah.
Oh, maybe. But I was thinking her like radio buttons on the web page itself. But I'm in her. Maybe it does. Maybe she sells buttons. I don't know. That's why I want to know.
Yep. No problem, Michael. Thanks for contributing. And thanks for getting involved with the ads. I'm really excited for you to have a whole new niche to explore now, right? That you never knew about. That's been the most rewarding thing. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect to get so many nice comments like, my God, I never thought of that. What a wonderful thing. And then I had one girl was not cursing me literally, but saying, drat, now I was going to get rid of these magazines and now I can't do it a good conscience.
That was Noelle, I think. It was
Janet.
Janet. Yeah, it was Janet.
She's like,
she was like, that was the easy thing for me to throw out. And now I can't throw that out either.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like throwing out good money.
I want to know about this evil psychiatrist.
Yeah,
So
that
can you
sounds
guys do a video on Tracy's channel about that? I want to know about that. I'm all about psychology, paraphernalia. I love that stuff.
cool. $5. Yeah, it does sound
Hey,
like
it's Annie.
Annie. What's going on, Annie? Welcome.
Annie, we were just talking about you, about to be on Don's show again this week.
Yes.
Talking about the original gangsters getting back together.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Annie put out a video I really enjoyed. She went to an estate sale. Was it last weekend, Annie, or I don't know, maybe Friday or something like that, from a house from 1750 up in New England. And she did like those quickie videos. The what are they called? The quickie YouTube videos that are like
Quickies. They're called quickies.
quickies.
Oh, the videos? Those are called shorts.
Shorts. Sorry, quickies.
Yeah.
Same thing. In fact, I like quickies better.
Yeah, they can be.
They can be. But anyway.
But enough about that.
Quickie shorts.
Yeah, Noel's got a great point there. I didn't think about that. That's solid. That's solid truth right there.
Yes.
Good call.
Hey, Rural Squirrel, how are you?
Rural
Thanks for saying
Squirrel.
hi. That's another tongue twister for some reason. It's a great name, but I have trouble. It doesn't roll off the tongue. Hey, Rural Squirrel. You know, it's like I wind up getting garbled when I say that. But good to see you. Thank you very much for checking in.
Where are you from, Rural Squirrel? Squirrel.
I think she is from Illinois, if I recall. Okay. I've seen some of her videos. I follow her. I subscribe to her channel. I think she's in Illinois. You could see the Jeep load of slides, photos, postcards, transportation, ephemera. Oh, really, Noel?
Oh, where's your car parked?
Yeah, exactly. And did you lock it?
Gonna need the longitude and latitude.
I make it easy for folks to click on links to our listings to see the whole category of our stuff. I think it's worth the effort. Okay.
All right, so Sarah,
I think category.
Okay. Here's my take on that. I think, Sarah, that is a fantastic idea. Unfortunately, here's the downside. I think that's probably killing some of that for you. That effort is that on the mobile app of eBay, it is incapable of showing the HTML inside the description. If I'm 99% sure on that. So that effort that you're putting into the hyperlinks and stuff is not transferring to mobile. And eBay has said that over 50%, probably far more at this point, of traffic on eBay and shopping comes through the mobile. So just, maybe just see if I'm right for the first thing. But if I am, just keep that in mind. If it is costing you a lot of time to do that, I think it's an awesome idea. In the old format before mobile, that would have been absolutely killer. I just don't know if your time investment is being returned right now. But if it is working, obviously keep doing it. I'm just pointing something out. Yeah,
that's a great point. But I love the idea. I think it's a great way to keep. And I like the idea of
that's ahead of that. That's outside the box, and outside the box is a good way to get sales.
Yeah. Yep. We may have cameras to watch, and we may have to buy cameras. Yeah, to see the slides and stuff. That's cool. 54 years, our family owned it. Yep, on to new beginnings, exactly. Krylov again. Oh my God.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and post this scanner that I found.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
We'll get to it in half an hour.
Yeah. Paul, so why don't you check out this? I'd love to have your blessing on this. Not that I don't trust Travis. I'm sure it's a great item, but let's have Paul.
There may be others. I'm hoping, but just take a look at that, and maybe there's other things similar to that.
Look at Tracy proudly clearing out a whole bedroom of eBay stuff. That's phenomenal. It'll come. The sales will come, Tracy. You get that kind of volume up. It might take a couple of days for it to trickle into Krylov, but.
We just may not get as much money as we've been wanting for these things that we've been enjoying the last 2 years. That may be the other thing. I know I normally price at the high end of the items I'm listing.
Yeah.
And that might be my downfall at this point. I may have to run a massive price drop or something on those to move them.
Just to adapt. Yep. To adapt to the economy as a whole, right?
Yep.
Vintage buttons. Yeah, she sells buttons. That's awesome.
Okay.
In
MASH
YouTube, in your
episodes.
about page, you can put all the links to everything.
Yes.
You certainly can.
Yes. That's in your description or
About,
whatever, right?
yeah, about page. Yeah. We're a
You
family-owned
need to get
business.
more affiliate links. I remember you saying you got one
I
to
got
some
one.
magazine.
I got one.
holders.
Yeah, for the clear plastic bags. That was really nice. They reached out to me. I was shocked. They said that
Has
they had.
anybody,
I
has
was.
anybody used it yet?
I don't know yet. I don't know. I think it's every month you get like a report or something, which I should be coming up on very shortly. But it was really nice. They said a few of my viewers had called up. It's like, wow, really? And they're like,
Nice.
they didn't name the viewers, but I don't care how. I'm very grateful to whoever did it.
I want to know. I want to
It was
know.
really
Which
nice.
one's
I want
really
to. I
cool?
want to know. I want to know.
Yeah.
You don't have to say it. God, do I want to know? No, but it was really cool. I was unsolicited. Just get an email like that. Again, it's sad, but my first inclination was, this is spam. What is this? And I'm like, wait a minute. And I kept reading. I'm like, no, this is a real person and this is a real product. And they spoke about specific videos that I produce. I'm like, wow, that's really cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait till they start seeing the sexy photos on Instagram. There's Noel's channel.
Everybody go check that out.
Now, how long a series is that, Noel? Because I remember, I've seen those pop up for, it feels like at least a couple months of you as you got ready for that.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert move. See, I'm respectful.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think it was that much of a spoiler alert. Everybody knew she was going to move, and eventually. I guess it was just a matter of when the actual last.
She could have changed her mind, man.
She could have.
She could have been like, "Nope, not going to do it." And what had that been? What had that broken the ratings of YouTube? She's like, "No, I'm staying." Like a Dallas cliffhanger. Okay, what else we got here from Michael?
Basically double. Oh, that's fantastic. Good for you, Michael. That's awesome. And that's with what? How many magazines did you grab again? You said you had 4 sales. I don't remember how many magazines you have to list. Fred and Mike the dogs. How you doing, guys? Assuming that's people.
See, I found them on Instagram because I love their dog photos. They got some cuter dog puppers.
Their Instagram channel /
You need to watch Marty's series. He does go into how to get that. Now, Marty, did you ever? I think you did. Did you do a filler short or something where you pried open the
staples? The
staples? Did you do that?
I did. And I think because it was a half sarcastic video, but it wound up being helpful to people. Because you had said something. You and Tracy ganged up on me.
You're like, oh no,
what are you doing? You already took the staples out. Yeah, he already took staples out.
No, but they might get tetanus or something when they do it. You need to show them, or else they're going to sue you.
Yeah, guys, check out. Thank you.
Check out the series, man. It's really cool. Fred and Mike the dogs.
Yep, there's a whole episode devoted to how to. I call it a process, but basically, you're right. Disassemble the magazine and get the goodies out of it. Hey, Noel. Yeah, you didn't hear Annie?
Yeah. Annie, yeah, we just we're calling to let you know you've been drafted to Dawn's show this Thursday, so you might want to check the Patreon postings there.
Correct. Yeah.
Unless there's a different Annie.
No,
I don't think so. There's only one Annie.
There's only one that matters. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Noel, over a year ago, I first met Janet and started teaching her about ephemera. Thought she was going to cry. Yeah.
Oh, dude, we are way behind again. Oh my.
All right. We'll get caught up. We're only like 7 minutes. Shorts, okay. Because I said quickies. That's kind of funny. Took me a while. Had to start with magazines I don't like. Doesn't really matter what the magazine is, though. That's the point of this. I could care less what the magazine is. You'll find
highlights.
What's that?
Can it be highlights from the dentist office?
Yeah. Seriously, anything. The New Yorker, like magazines, People magazine. Believe it or not, you could probably rip some cool ads out of. It really doesn't It doesn't matter too much what the magazine is. The age of it is also going to have a pretty big bearing on the value, but you don't have to be picky about the magazine. Any magazine will do that has ads in it. You're in Colorado. Sorry about that. I thought it said Illinois.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm in Colorado Springs, rural squirrel. I think you're up maybe in Denver or somewhere in that area.
The rural juror.
Rural juror.
Yeah, Eric, that's what I'm saying. I get tongue-tied with tongue-tied with
I can't even say it once, man.
Rural squirrel. It's like, but although I love the name, I think it's a really cool name. It's just difficult to say live on a chat show over and over.
It's too
That's
much
why I don't
pressure.
like that
Too many
post.
people watching. It's just performance anxiety, perhaps.
Nah,
That's what I'm looking for.
I'm used to lots of people.
So
Yeah, I
you
guess
just can't say it.
I just can't speak. Too efficient, Mike. Is Michael.
Yeah.
Sarah, Fredo make the door. Let's get a box cutter or X-Acto knife and go for it. Just disclose or extracted the page. Well, yeah, I mean, it is as simple as that. If you wanted to break it down into its
A
base element.
chainsaw also would work. Let's
Chainsaw?
not sell it short. Yeah.
Yeah. A little shrapnel, maybe. You know, you might have some paper shreddings on the floor to clean up. But after that,
Whatever.
yep.
Oh, she took
But
it out of the car.
whatever you do, be very careful. That's all. You don't want to ruin an ad that could get you $30, you know, for a little slip of the X-Acto knife. So just be careful. And of course, watch your fingers secondarily, but watch your fingers too. Not in the car anymore. That's good. That one is hard to say too, Paul. Yes. Fake movie from 30 Rock. Trying to catch up. Here we go. Hyperlinks on mobile. The point that Travis had made a few minutes ago. Looks like about 8 minutes ago. I understand it does cost a lot of time for templates, so I added. Great point. Speaking of which, we have 4 buttons to send offers. Oh, there you go. Good luck. Send them out. And here is our link that Travis provided, which I will. Can I click on it from the comment? I don't know.
I don't know.
Click
Do you
on- I can
trust
click
me
on
that
it
it's
on-
appropriate?
No, I mean in StreamYard, I can't click on
Oh,
it. I will. But for myself, I am going to click on this. So thank you. There we go. You see, again, you would say, oh, I bought this on Amazon. But meanwhile, it's, you know, buried within the listing is Acme
seller.
Company. Yeah. Cool. Oh, and it does negatives as well. It's not just slides. That's kind of cool. If you have negatives, you could just feed them through too, it says.
cool.
Very
See?
nice. Thank you for that. Yeah, I will definitely look into that. Reasonable price too when you consider what you know, the benefit.
Yeah, and if they make that at 70, they've got to make a one that's even more efficient and can blow several through at once or whatever for a bit more.
Thanks for that, Travis. Anybody into slides, check that out. Let me know what you think. I think I will probably find something. If not that one, like you just said, I'll look for something similar. On mobile, it strips out formatting for the first view of the description, but if you click through it, you see. Okay.
Okay. I didn't know that. So yeah, like I said, I might not be correct on that. Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
Thermal printer. Did you get a Rollo, Noel? A thermal printer is just about as cool as it gets. Marty, you got a thermal printer?
I do not. I think I need to invest in one. I've heard nothing but great things about them. And I spent a lot of money on ink, which is really just throwing away money.
Dude.
Yeah, I got to get one.
Yes.
You recommend? You got a link for me?
Rollo.com, man.
Is that it? Rollo? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Rollo.com. They just did release the wireless, if that matters. They have a regular non-wireless that's maybe like $50 cheaper, but I can't imagine life without it. I would probably quit selling eBay if it ever broke. Yeah, you got to get one, man. It changes everything.
Yeah. Okay. I will. I've thought about it before.
Especially with the amount of if you're selling one thing here every few days, you know, but you're not. So
right.
You really would benefit from it, and you can thank me as soon as you get it.
I will. And you'll get 10% on that one too.
Okay.
Good enough for eBay. We are so busy. We have zero time for YouTube videos and Instagram. Yeah, I know. Right. Noel's been doing it under a lot of pressure and emotional stuff going on too, obviously. Built has sold. Wow. 50.
16 millimeter. That's awesome.
It is.
Cool.
It's fine for you. But, oh, cool. Okay. Is it similar to what Travis posted? Or is it something you just add on? You were saying, what were you saying, Travis? You could just add an extension to an existing.
Yeah, back in the day, they had flatbeds where I think you could maybe take the top off and it would be this new kind of slide size scanner, and you would slide them through or just place them on there. But the newer ones, I'm just hoping there's some kind of feed feature where you don't have to do that.
I think so. I think that's what I was reading on the one you just posted. 45 bags. Oh, there you go. Again, quick math, you get about 20 ads per. It's like 800, 900 listings if you do that. That's a solid amount. That's a lot of money too. Episode 11, getting ready to put out episode 12 and 13 is in the works. Lots to do on the new house. Hope to get back. Yeah, that's a cool segment you have. Let's talk about it.
Good old days.
Yep. I'm sorry. I'm just typing.
Oh, I see. So Fred and Mike the dogs, they struggle with taking the magazine apart, not the act of it. The
Oh, the psychological damage
yeah,
involved.
yeah.
Gotcha.
I get that. You've
Well,
mentioned that before. Like
I have.
that could be a thing.
It could be a thing. And I can see that, especially like my last few listing shows I've been doing. I have a 1905, 1904, 19 like turn of the century, excuse me, Collier's magazines. And I think to myself as I'm ripping them apart, these things have stood the test of time. They've been through 2 world wars. They've been through everything for 120 years. And here I am, treating it like they've survived everything in relatively good condition. Who am I to come along? Well, you know what?
They could have used those papers to dress wounds in World War II or whatever. And here you are ripping them apart, trying to make money.
Yep.
Capitalist.
Absolutely. All right, we have about 10 minutes left, guys. We're going to cut it at 9 o'clock. So let me just try to catch up with the remaining comments. I think we're only like 10 minutes behind. Tweezers for staples, great idea. Trimus Laney. I just use it depends on how old. See, a lot of the magazines I have, Travis was joking, but he's right. Yeah, they are. They're rusty. And the tweezer, I don't know if that would do the job. I use a combination. I could use a tweezer to pry if you envision a staple, right? You have the outside, the inside. The tweezer would be really effective at getting those two inside parts kind of separated from the paper and doing minimal damage to the paper, which is the goal.
Yeah.
I like that. But then I would use, like you see it in the video, I use like an actual set of pliers or something to pull them out. But it's more, if it was a relatively new magazine, I bet you the tweezer would work great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
they're a lot easier to find than whatever tools you like to use.
Exactly. Here we go. I knew she would say there is. Of course, there is only one Annie.
Annie the Highlander.
Yes. Oh, that's what I was saying. Well, anyway, she just released a video from a home from 1750. It's kind of cool. She goes through in the basement and upstairs.
Was this the estate sale video she just posted?
Yeah, she had.
All right, it's on my queue to watch. So don't ruin it for me, man.
I'm not going to ruin it. Just going to say it's must see. It's must watch. It's good stuff. I really dug it. I could have watched a 45-minute video, Annie, on that. I really could have.
All right. She GoPro that thing?
Yeah, I think she was. Oh, she said her phone. It's one of those vertical videos, and she's like, "Had I known there was interest in seeing the home," I'm like, "Absolutely." So I think she said next time.
Maybe just break in there, Annie. If it's still around and no one's there, maybe break into it and film a whole new Blair Witch type thing. Yeah.
Ephemera's the best. Amen, Fred and Mike the dogs. I agree. Pulp Style magazine don't have that. Yeah.
Now, can you sell those first class then, or media mail? If they don't actually have an ad?
I would imagine that's the whole reason you're not supposed to send them, right? Is because they have advertisements.
Yeah. Try it out, Root, and let us know.
Like, for instance, we'll try to bail you out. We'll try to collectively get some bail money for you.
We'll see if we can stream into your jail cell, if nothing else.
Just use the jigsaw.
Jigsaw, yeah.
Annie, you're the musical. That's funny. Winter Crow's feed is slow?
No, Winter Crow, that's actually just us.
Just shooting the screen with your DSLR. Yeah, that's another way to do it, sure. And it comes out pretty clear.
Yeah. I'm a techie. I'd like to see if there's new tech options.
And you said the feed. Show me like putting a stack of 20 in.
Yeah, that's what I want. See, I'm generation whatever. We don't want to work for it, whatever my generation is. And every other generation.
Headband that said Annie, and you probably still have it, don't you, Annie? It's hanging over your bed.
What's hanging over Annie's bed?
She in 3rd grade she created a rainbow headband that said Annie.
Okay, so she doesn't forget.
Exactly. Actually requires thermal. Your shipping company requires thermal labels. You don't say.
What?
First of all, your shipping company?
Yeah, she owns FedEx.
Dawn FedEx Burns. Right, excuse me.
She might go through one of those third-party ship companies where they sign up a subscription or whatever, and they send all their stuff through them, and if they would require that.
Okay,
but you better get one, man. I'm telling you, it's the best $20 I spent in this entire thing that I'm trying to.
Everybody's raving about it. You're right. And look at Michael with I like thermal printers. You could design a sticker for your shop and add a thank you to it on anything you like. You can make really cheap stickers. I
He's
like
right.
that. Again, thinking outside the box.
Yeah, just throw that sticker in there instead of a card.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I hate buying the ink. I mean, it's basically every week I have to buy ink. And the one bad thing about Epson, for those who don't know, you can only use Epson proprietary ink now. Like they put in some kind of, you can't get like the, you know, what is it, the no frills version that actually would fit. I used to get that. It was a little bit cheaper, and they put in some kind of an update that it rejects it as like invalid ink. No matter what you do, you have to go with Epson, which is of course double the price. So yeah, I think that's a good idea. Need your advice, Jiminy? Oh, have a thrift challenge with Organizer Reseller in the UK. The item we have to find is media. Ooh.
Talk to Paul. Hey, Rural Squirrel, go back 2 weeks on Jiminy's show.
Yes.
In the first 45 minutes where he's interviewed Paul, who is actually in this chat right now.
He is.
Paul is a retro media junkie, man, and he talks about 16 millimeter film. He talks about high end just slides we've been referencing a number of times tonight. You might get something from there. First off,
that's a good. If that's the type of media you're looking for, yeah. If you have a UPS account, you can get thermal labels for free. Really? Did you know that, cool. Travis?
No, because the label roll of 500 costs $20,
which is still
Rolla. Which no, it's not bad, but
no, it's
$20
not.
Less than that is free.
It's always better, yeah. That's tremendous, Noel. Thank you for that bit of advice. Sliders even junkier looking than the yeah, same idea. Yeah, and I still don't have one, Roll Squirrel. So I guess I'm gonna have to cave in. Is it a deal breaker? Not a deal breaker. What did we say? A game changer? Like there's no going back, right? Once you have one, there's no going back.
You will never. This is like I said. You can hand $200 to the Girl Scouts, or you can hand $200 to Rollo to buy their printer, and be happy that you spent it on the printer, and you won't even miss those cookies. So
there you go. Well, that's
a long way of a terrible analogy, but yes, go get one, and don't look back, Annie. Just don't look back.
All question is, do the Girl Scouts have keto Girl Scout cookies? That's the real. They don't.
Because I've checked.
You looked into that, yeah. They need to get with the times, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Fair amount of people still shooting the format. That's interesting too. I saw your opening with that. It made me so happy to watch how excited you were. Oh yeah, I'm gonna check that out too. True Miscellaneous. So you have a video about your excitement about the Rollo, huh? Surgeons use when they remove staples from your skin. Oh.
Whoa.
After it's cleaned, of course, right? After
Noelle's taking it up a notch now.
Yeah,
she's got some free time. She's not working on that house anymore. She's going into autopsies.
Still buzzing. I have a GoPro. I love my GoPro. Definitely is cool. Don't have the headband. I have the original cast recording on vinyl. Cool. I think I do too.
Who will get the last chat?
I know this is rapid fire here. We got 4 minutes, right, Travis?
4 minutes. Who's gonna? Maybe they have already got it in.
Who's gonna come in with a game? I keep saying game changing comment. Who's gonna come in and just like set the bar about this much higher than it is already? Who's gonna come in? Well, you already Krylov on tracks.
Yep.
I am gonna make we got to make a Krylov video or something to put in there because
you need a Krylov Bolo explosion.
Yep. Like when things aren't going well, dun dun dun, Krylov. You know.
Oh, that's brutal.
I didn't have any sales this weekend.
Yeah.
You have to drive a half an hour.
Do you ship every day? Because that would be rough.
The free. I knew there was going to be a catch here. Let's see. The free UPS labels only fit some thermal printers, but you can jury rig the other ones, I think. Well, are there any thermal printers? I thought that was like the only game in town, basically.
I think a company called Zebra may have one as well. I mean, essentially the same thing. Yeah, great call, Paul.
Well, yeah, Paul with a bolo.
Squirrel. Horror. Yeah, old horror movies on any of those formats. Money.
You can use the Rollo and make labels for inventory. That's cool too, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dymo,
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Annie beat me to it 10 minutes ago. No, no one would know where to sit my stuff. Nobody could read my writing.
Use a fountain pen?
That's cool.
Yeah, Winter Crow is Victorian, so obviously she's using the
Yeah.
fountain
Winter
pen.
Crow Victorian. Annie, also Victorian, probably.
Annie's not locked into one. Annie's just
She's multiple.
universally,
She's
multi.
lived
She
through
doesn't.
multiple
She
eras,
goes back to like
Georgian,
Bronze
Edwardian,
Age. Bronze Age. She dabbles.
Bronze Age.
No, she really does. Ship twice a week. Don't sell enough to warrant daily shipping with the driver.
That's cool, though. I mean, that's not too bad then.
Still stinks though, and with gas being what it is awful.
Look at Sarah trying to be the last. She just threw this in
Orders
there.
of nibs for fountain pens for good.
Oh
news.
yeah, I need to. I have some nibs, Sarah. I need to learn a bit about that.
It's not wireless. Yeah.
Wireless is relatively new for the thermal printer. I think that's a new creation recently.
And what'd you say? It's like a $50 premium for that option?
Yeah. So I think it's probably $250 for the wireless Rolo and $200 for the regular. I ship and pack at the same place, so I don't really need a wireless one, but I could see how it would be useful, especially if you could go on the road or something.
Mm-hmm.
Skynet, yep.
Off-brand Artec thermal printer my son bought me 3 years ago. Still, that's cool.
Whatever works. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Fountain pen nerd used to write letters with dip pen. Oh, that's cool.
Annie, I got to get with you. I've got a bunch of vintage 70s refill cartridges for a number of different brands. I'd love to send some to you. So I'll get with you later and tell me what you got.
Cool. Skynet from the Terminator.
Was there another Skynet, Eric? What's going on here?
Do we really need to be that specific?
Thanks, Eric. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I would be all right with it plugged in personally because I have a workstation kind of all right here, so it would be no big deal for me for the wireless. But I could see where a lot of people, if they have a shipping station that's, a distance away. Also love the drive to the city to get me out of the house occasionally, which I don't do otherwise. Yeah, that's true. Get you out.
All right, cool.
All right, very good. Well, everybody, sorry we have to cut it off, but it's been 2 hours. 2 hours that went by really quickly thanks to everybody's comments and contribution. And Travis, again, just putting on a exhibition tonight with all kinds of varied knowledge. I appreciate it very much.
Well, it's varied something. Hey, if I could real quick, it's my son Lex's 16th birthday today. I don't know that he's watching this. He's 16, so probably not.
Right.
But someday he might. So I just wanted to wish him happy birthday. I didn't get to see him today. So
yeah, go spend some time. Happy
thanks
birthday.
for that opportunity.
You're welcome. Happy birthday to him. And thanks again, everybody. We'll be back next week, possibly with a guest to be determined. But yeah, do check. I will be on with Annie. And who else?
Nice.
Oh, no, and Paper Gore.
Oh, yeah,
too.
Thursday with Dawn. Yeah.
Yeah,
Annie, go double check. You're on there. You better show up.
You're on, Annie. I'm pretty sure you're on. So check that out on Don's channel. I'm sure you guys all know what that channel is, Don, the Auction Professor. I will see you then. I'll probably see you before that on a live listing show here on the Jiminy Flip It channel. And I will definitely see you next Monday with Travis. So everybody have a great night. And thanks again for joining. It's been a lot of fun.